then they would normally pick an Annie for yellow star, but they prefer to thresh over it. There are still options to start fights, but it's going to be more about having the vision control, spotting unicorns of love out of position, or if they go too aggressive, and then you turn it around.
Ladies and gentlemen, get Leviathan in the house. The Frozen Heart versus first Gouda is what he was touching on. Is it going to be the same?
It will not be the same, Trevor.
And why not?
That was a top lane Varus. This one here. Rek'Sai is going to do the same. So yes, Unicorns of Love will lag behind in damage. They're suddenly the ones who's looking to snowball and mid-game lead. Once you start hitting that armor penetration spike in the mid-game from Varus, get the Brutalizer, maybe even the Last Whisper, then you're going to see them start grouping, and Kassadin offers zero proper wave clear to stop them. And that's what Unicorns are going to look for.
Especially if you look at the rest of the Fnatic roster, there's not a lot of wave clear at all. If Unicorns can use that Maokai, Gragas, Sivir combo to engage and disengage where appropriate, they could get that lead they're looking for. So we've been following this Varus mid lane. There was a lane swap that was initiated by the Unicorns of Love, and it will give Steelback and Yellowstar some free time in the bottom lane.
Didn't have to use teleport or anything. If he just places his ward in the tri-bush up here behind him like he's doing right now, okay, he just throws the sapling. That works too. You need something that just gives you some sort of vision if you're about to get tower doped, and then you can always back away. You still have that teleport, so he's going to get a lot of XP and farm in this one. Vladimir, he struggles in the lane swap. He's not strong in the early levels. Now he's been spotted by the sapling.
Level 1.
Chachi has to back away from this one.
He's not backed away just yet. That's a 4-man Fnatic. They're coming in for potentially the first kill of the finals. Yellowstar taking up the turret, but there's the damage. It's going to be first blood that goes to Rainover. Fnatic are on the board.
Chachi, Chachi, Chachi. You put the sapling, you saw the Vladimir, so you know the jungler is coming as well. Back away, my friend. No reason to stay under that tower. You won't be able to defend it anyway. He was obviously trying to wait for Hildesang to come down and maybe help him, but he was way too late. Unicorns of Love now, behind in gold already, just by having Chachi being a little bit too greedy under that tower.
It does look like the tower's going to get secured as well, Deficio. So first blood and first tower. Fnatic starting off this best of 5 exactly as they would have hoped.
Bragas, who works so well in these poke composition because he can both engage and disengage. So there's a lot of tools for Unicorns of Love to kind of try and stop Fnatic. And now Hooney is realizing, well, he should have realized at least there's going to be a lot of people.
That's going to be a kill on the board for Unicorns of Love, and it goes to Vardags. Hooney makes the mistake that Chachi made just 2 minutes ago.
Well, both top laners here really greedy for some farm. You haven't seen anyone on the top side. You pushed it into the tower. You saw the Maokai was already on the bottom side. You have to expect they're there. And yet you run in and face check the push. Both top laners, man, getting punished for staying around. Fnatic trying to trade for a top tower, or get a top tower at least. But Unicorns will get the dragon for themselves.
Start that timer, Deficio. On a team that you can discuss the late game scaling, having an early dragon on the board, if they can maintain control, might be another way for the Unicorns to look towards a victory. While all that's going on, Fnatic have been uncontested in the top lane, and they will secure their second tower of the game and maintain a gold lead. You need to look down on the bottom. Hooney, he's in trouble, does have flash available, gets caught out. Hildesang and Chachi still sticking around. The sapling goes out, but it does pop on the minions. That's Ignite ticking away on Hooney as he continues to go back, and he flashes right under the tower. Hildesang is going to take some tower shots, but survives.
He's alive.
And Vardags goes 2-0.
Look at top lane though. 3 guys from Fnatic still pushing in. Hooney just trying to draw some attention on the bottom side. Can't really see how big the wave is here for Fnatic, but they will at least get a lot of damage before Unicorns can even recall from the bottom lane.
So let's see what Fnatic can do. Tower is still being focused. There's no minions really to back up. The next line is coming up. So Vardags, 2 kills on the board as well as a tower. This is a teleport from Hooney, which is cancelled just to keep the minion alive and allow Fnatic to take their 3rd tower of the game. Unicorns, there's nothing to really contest here, so questionable invade, but they are going to get away clean. Take a look at Febiven. He's moving up to try wave clear top potentially? No, because once he realizes Unicorns have support, he's going to need more backup.
Well, he has both Yellowstone and Rain over here. They just want to see if they can get under the tower.
Oh, that's a flash death sentence! He manages to catch Hildesang, gets flayed backwards under the tower. That's another kill on the board. And that goes to Kassadin. 10 minutes on the clock. Fnatic 1,500 gold up. There are 2 towers in the lead. Some big items completed. Rod of Ages starting to stack for Febiven. Those early towers and the kill, as you highlighted, Officio, starting the stacking. Nice and early for him.
Very early on, Unicorns are locked. We're 10 minutes in. I'm looking at the side lanes to see a Kassadin and a Vladimir. So they say, okay, there's no real way for Fnatic to stop us in the mid lane at the moment. We just quickly group up. We push it in. We had blue buff on the Varus and for PowerOfEvil right now. He flashes in potentially, flame box, and then maybe you can start the fight and get onto one of these squishies in the back line.
Well, we'll find out if Fnatic can make that happen. Every single time PowerOfEvil charges up that piercing arrow and throws it out, the crowd is cheering, much like Nidalee days of old, is what it's reminding me of. Remember, first dragon was secured just after 6 minutes after Unicorn successfully dived Huni. They've set themselves up for dragon number 2. This does not look like it will be contested at all. And at 12 minutes, Unicorns starting to show how their team comp can control objectives. They did it on the mid lane tower, and they're doing it on their secondary dragon.
Kassadin does take a bit of time to scale up himself. Vladimir, we know the story, and this is an ult on the Yellow
chain
Star.
of corruption connects, but we do see Fate's Call saving Yellow Star, trading ultimates. Vardex threw his down as well. Also key to note, Hylissang's still level 5. And I want to go back to that dragon point you were touching on, Deficio. As you mentioned, Unicorns tend to play around kills, and then after kills, they tend to play for objectives. And this is a team comp that's not really set up to do the same sort of thing. Find out if Febiven can get away. A brilliant lantern from Yellow Star. Death Sentence gets shielded away by Vardex. This is a double TP. Chachi and Huni are going in. Yellow Star and Febiven are trying to race forward. There we see the team fight going on. Vardex in the background. Hebo Plague is on. It's not going to be enough to kill him. Fnatic are in full retreat. We do see Rek'Sai and Steelback coming along from the side lane. Rainover doesn't manage to get too many people knocked up. Steelback still not auto-attacking. It's Unicorns of Love to get the kill on the board. And now Hylissang throws down the Glacial Fissure, knocks up and slows all of Fnatic. They've traded 1 for 1 as the team fight continues to break out. Unicorns unable to stick to Fnatic, but Fnatic not enough damage to get onto the Unicorns, and let's see what they can do. Sapling to try get that slowdown. Huni's looking for more. Can he get Chachi? Spell Shield blocks that Blood Tide, whatever the E is called.
Oh, for sure. And I want to see if Steelback is going Hurricane second, just to add some wave clear for them. I normally don't like the build at all because you have 0 damage on tanks late game, and now Rainover.
He gets caught out. Can the stun connect? I think that it will. Vardex comes in. We do see Febiven just off screen, but not enough to get involved. And 3 of Unicorn's 4 kills has gone to Vardex. He's already got that eye edge completed, and Unicorns finding Fnatic out of position.
And don't worry about the mid lane. Yeah, so they were going for this top lane tower, despite not really having any control of the other waves. Look at the bottom lane. That wave is going to push into the tower. Mid lane here was already being pushed by Steelback. So they quickly realized, oh, we cannot push this tower in time before we lose something elsewhere. We have to back away and try and at least save some of the situation, because Dragon is alive as well, and they want to go for these now. When you have 2 this early on, you've got to aim for 5 dragons. That's why they recalled, gave up a mid tower, but at least they can contest this one.
We'll find out what they can do. They do have some vision, but not the greatest to work with at the moment. And of course, for Unicorns, they have actually just waltzed straight into the pit. Nearly no hesitation. Teleport is available for Huni if he wants to come in.
There's a ward behind Unicorns. If your TP's there, they can get the flank. Here we go.
This is the flank they're looking for. Hylissang is peeling straight back into Huni. That's an instant Sanguine pull. Where's the Glacial Fissure? That's a flash forward from Hylissang. Throws down the Fissure. Now Fnatic trying to peel away. PowerOfEvil, he's just throwing out a piercing arrow, but I don't know if it's enough. Vardex threw down on the hunt. It's already timed out. Yellow Star lobbed onto the Unicorn's backline. That's a double kill for Huni as he continues to run forward. A flash flare at the top of your screen, and Steelback is looking for PowerOfEvil. It's AD carry on AD carry, but it's not the one you'd expect. PowerOfEvil's throwing out those piercing arrows, and the minions help him out. They end up trading a kill backwards and forwards. It's not over yet.
He's aiming for the Kassadin.
Are looking for PowerOfEvil. The hail of arrows doesn't connect, and Huni grabs his 3rd. 1 for 3. There's Rainover. He gets another, and Fnatic are going to chase down Kikis. There's a teleport in from Chachi. He throws up the sapling. He's looking for Huni. Sanguine pulls away to safety. Lanterns to the tri-bush. Visit Chachi uses the TP to try get more. They end up trading what I believe was a 1 for 3. 1 for 4.
And simply, but caught in a bad spot around the river. The dragon is still alive,
Well,
by the way.
Deficio, 12 kills on the board at 20 minutes. Teams know the dragon's still up, so they're just going to reposition and let's do the dance again.
There's no
piercing
flash
arrow.
TP now.
And those hail of arrows coming out from PowerOfEvil. He's got a little bit of poke, but he needs more. Movement speed buff from the crab is allowing him to peel backwards. But look, nobody's continuing to focus. Febiven trying to look for a flanking opportunity, and the rest of Unicorns, they're on Dragon.
And once again, Fnatic has already set up the side lanes. Top lane's in position. Huni, though, is very, very low. Fnatic might have to give this one up, but then again, Unicorns are tanking the Dragon, so everyone taking some poke. Here's Febiven.
Febiven goes in, he does get that null sphere out. They're trying to
miss
turn.
it.
The chain of corruption doesn't connect. It's the most missed skill shot in the game. Dragon number 3 goes to Unicorns, and they instantly peel away. And
Look at Fnatic ping on the map, though.
dance. What can they get from it? No TP for Huni to go top lane. Unicorns trying to play for the 5 Dragon objective.
Fnatic, there's still 5 guys together. That's what they're aiming for here. We'll also get a pink ward. Still fairly low, at least Rainover from all the poke. That's how Unicorns of Love want to set them up instead. Now, early Baron, Fnatic likes to do this. They place a ping ward and they expect you not to have any vision. There was a ward outside though. Unicorns are on their way.
Let's see what they can do. Kikis does not have flash available. Piercing arrow goes out.
Gotta
Rainover
go in.
and Huni are going low. Hillisite got Glacial Fissure. Baron is going down. Who gets the kill?
Kikis!
It goes to Kikis! The Unicorns of Love prove that they are magical. They claw back the deficit. And with Baron Golden killed, they are now once again in the lead.
They have done their homework here. Fnatic will always try and go for an early Baron if they think you're back in base. They had a ward outside. You can still see the pink on the map, so they went in. And Kikis, PowerOfEvil did it in the semi-final. Kikis, he's doing it in the final. And this is such a huge boost for Unicorns of Love.
Wave clear and all of the stats. Let's see what they can get. Everybody Fnatic will be up in 5 seconds. Minions slowly being killed away. Unicorns of Love are going to take their second tower. Here comes Rainover. He's managed to get into the back line, but there's no real support.
Oh, the
and
two.
to throw out the Prey Seek and ends up just being a dissuasion technique. Unicorns were in full retreat. And Rek'Sai, played by Rainover, ensured they got out. Baron buff recalls and the Unicorns have exposed the base.
And Fnatic, they keep having these side lanes pushing for them. Let's talk about that after. Baron started, the ward spotted them, so Unicorns will be here to fight. Kikis at first, throws in his ulti, and then he just body slams over, smites on 572 HP, gets it. They win the fight because Fnatic is already low and stuck in a Baron pit. Once we come out here, let's see if Fnatic could get anything, because they had the bottom lane pushing. It looks like we might get another fight.
Well, we'll find out. We do see Fate's Call just to keep Yellowstar alive. Chain of Corruption catches onto Huni. He's forced to Sanguine Pool. Hourglass is available. We will pop it
Lantern's
to
down here.
delay just a little bit of time. He won't be able to get to the Lantern as Unicorns get another kill. It goes to Vardax. Chachi's looking for more. Righteous Glory's not available. Here comes Hillisang. He's going to hop over. That's a flash forward. Does manage to get that. Concussor blows down. We do see Steelback is rooted. Piercing arrow from downtown. And PowerOfEvil powers through for a kill. Unicorns, they're onto the inhibitor.
They're gonna get that one here. This Baron has done so much for them. They got the mid lane towers, get the fight as well. You can see how
All the armor penetration in the world and the cooldown that you were talking about, Deficio. Death Sentence connects on Hillisang, but Yellowstar, you do not want Altigra Braum. He will be taking you down. Huni gets a decent hemo plate, but there's no damage to follow it up. The pop isn't going to kill anyone. Here comes Febiven, but don't jump into 4. That will end badly. Vardax managed to get the hit and actually secures the kill. I think that was a red buff that did it. Now we see it's going to be Rainover going down. They're going to chase Steel back into his base. Unicorns of Love are running rampage across Fnatic and destroying turret after turret. This looks like game 1 is in the bag.
Yeah, what happened the last few minutes? Unicorns of Love just managed to get everything from the Baron to the towers to the base of Fnatic. They've been winning the last few team fights. PowerOfEvil, as soon as he got that armor penetration, started just shooting through people. They couldn't dance. They got hit by nearly everything. Unicorns of Love, what a start.
Second inhibitor down at 25 minutes. Fnatic looking for something but not gonna find it.
Another fight.
Void rushes in and tunnels out. We do see Huni in and amongst the team. That's a very good knockup. Chain of Corruption will spread and hold Fnatic in place as Unicorns have bought time to retreat. Look at how powerful that ability is. Piercing arrow after piercing arrow is piercing Fnatic fans' hearts. Game 1 of the series, strongly in control from the young upstarts. And Unicorns were the 3rd longest. They left those dragons standing because their focus was elsewhere. What a great evolution from semi-finals to finals in their gameplay and their decision-making.
He's also just been with Fnatic not securing that dragon early on in the lane, so despite getting the kill. Unicorns of Love, though, they're just powering up. They're going to give this dragon. They don't care about that one. They're going to take top tower.
Yellow Star again does get pulled out. Keep in mind, Chain of Corruption was thrown at Yellow Star and it didn't connect. Huni gets caught up by Vizichachi. He's going to take the Lantern back off. Held onto that Sanguine pool. Dragon was secured and here comes Rainover. Emoplex thrown down into the front line of Unicorns of Love, but they need to get to the double 80 carries. Vizichachi is in front of Febiven. Just gets blown up. Unicorns of Love destroy him. There's super minions all across the lanes. Piercing arrow after piercing arrow. Huni, it's going to get taken out. Unicorns of Love are onto the Nexus turrets. There are super minions pouring through and Yellow Star doing as much as he can. It's not going to be enough. Steel back in full retreat. Can they get the kill? They're not even going to need it. Nexus is being focused. Game 1 of the best of 5 goes to the Unicorns.
And that was using a Varus in the mid lane for the first game. Crowd loves it.
Varus